Hello, and welcome to the Gameplay Cast review for Disney Star Wars The Acolyte, Episode 6, Teach/Corrupt. In this video, we're going to be looking at the 6th episode of the show produced by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslie Headland. This episode is just called Teach/Corrupt. So, Leslie and Disney writing what they know best. Let's get into the episode breakdown. You know what, this week I'm going to be brutal and skip through the breakdown as I don't think anything to progress the story narrative actually happens. I don't know. Anyway, we pick up with Good Sister in Darth Ezra's lair on the unknown planet that looks a bit like the planet Luke Skywalker was on in The Last Jedi. Cut back to Kofa, or whatever it's called, and Master Squid Games and Bad Sister leave all the bodies of the fallen Jedi and fly away. Conveniently, and for no apparent reason, the ship's comm system malfunctions. Bad Sister doesn't stab Master Squid Games in the back as he leaves her to fly the ship, a ship she's never flown before. He then goes downstairs to have a bit of an emotional outburst, which isn't badly acted, but for me isn't the behaviour of a Jedi Master. I think he should start to react like that and then do a meditation or something. While this is happening, annoying Hamster Man puts the droid's head on charge. Star Wars then turns into only sabers, as Ezra strips off for a naked swim, while Good Sister pervs on him. The dialogue is unbelievably cringe, as is the whole scene, to be honest. I'm not really sure what it adds. Seems the writers are trying to create sexual tension between Ezra and Good Sister, like he's trying to seduce her somehow. Because, I mean, what's a bigger turn-on than a mass murderer? Though, as soon as I've said that, I suppose if Netflix documentaries have taught me anything, this does genuinely seem to appeal to a certain type of woman. Cut to the world's most awkward hug. Jump to Master Greenface on Coruscant, and we have some cringe scene where a senator is telling her that some senator wants to review the Jedi Order or something. This makes sense in this show, where the Jedi are just Republic police, but does not make sense in the grand scheme, as the Jedi from my point of view are supposed to be politically neutral and are also a private organisation. Anyway, whatever. She's interrupted by Jedi Wimperzoid, who tells her about the distress call. Back on the unknown planet, we have more top-class writing and acting. Forgive my sarcasm, it's pointless and meaningless. Meanwhile on the ship powers down for no reason, and Master Squid Games asks Bad Sister to investigate. On another deck, annoying Hamster Man decides to attack the double murderer, because, you know, a 3-foot ankle biter will succeed, where several Jedi Masters fail. Bad Sis gets spaffed in the face, and resets the droid head. More Ezra and Good Sis dialogue ensues that's basically Ezra trying to tempt Good Sis to the dark side. But it's just bland. I see Ezra trying to act, but the writing is just so bad and there's very little chemistry between them. He's got a scar, they're both rejects, whatever. There's just no real impact or any logical reason why Good Sister wouldn't just kill him for what he's done. Insert pointless scene where Jedi Wimperzoid comments that Master Greenface gets travel sick. Aww. Newsflash. No one cares. At this point, I also noticed they sent 4 Jedi to a distress call where 8 Jedi may have perished. Don't look too closely at any scenes. Logic is not the Akrashite's strong suit.
Most illogical.
Back on the magically powered down ship, Bad Sis just did that old computer trick of turning it off and back on again. And just as Master Squid Games is about to tell us something to progress the story, wouldn't you know, the power comes back on to interrupt him. Dang. Isn't that a coinky-dink? Master Squid Games finally twigs it's Bad Sis not Good Sis and stuns her. I think it implies the Hamster Man told him, so Master Squid Games is also stupid. They also depart literally a second before Master Greenface's ship arrives, even though it's apparently on the outer rim. How hard is it to create a linear fucking time flow? Vary if these writers are anything to go by. Honestly, I think the writers for the show must get confused when they have to sit and wait on a train or actually drive to their destination instead of just literally getting into the car and instantly being there.
It is your destiny.
Darth Ezra finally introduces Cortosis an episode too late, and apparently he killed most of those Jedi in a sensory-deprived state. This guy's literally one of the most powerful Force users that's ever lived at this point. And yeah, it's sensory deprivation, but you can see through the eye slits and hear what's going on. Because remember, he has conversations in the previous episodes through the helmet. So not that sensory deprived, really, is it?
It doesn't make sense.
Oh god. We now get the best scene in The Acolyte so far. Remember that stupid lightsaber whip that was banded around everywhere? In all the trailers, that thing? Oh, do we get to see some cool fight? Of course not. Master Greenface uses it to cut a flying woodlouse in half. And that's it. Literally 3 seconds of footage, and it isn't even accurate to how the powered whips in Star Wars work. Somehow a lightsaber just creates a magic plasma whip. Then we get this stunning piece of logic.
You don't think Master Soul was responsible?
This conclusion doesn't really make sense to me. They have footage of Bad Sis, they know she's been trained, yet she hasn't used a lightsaber yet, but there's no reason why she doesn't have one. And the Jedi would probably be able to sense a kind of Force signature and know there was another Force user present that doesn't match the signature of the other Jedi. This is just a very poor attempt to make fake drama and tension, and it fails miserably. Equally, Master Squid Game's behaviour is pretty bizarre. Like, why is he in such a rush to leave? Bad Sis is now restrained, and Master Squid Games threatens to tell her what really happened 16 years ago, though the episode is nearly finished, so we won't get that until next week. We then get a final scene of Good Sis putting on Darth Ezra's helmet, and I don't know, is this supposed to be her turning evil? I mean, if her sister is anything to go by, she could change her allegiance at the drop of a hat, so probably. Thankfully, the episode ends and it fades to black. Well, what can I say about this shit? I think an argument for watching paint dry could genuinely be made here. It is literally all filler and no killer. The whole thing could have probably been recut into about 5 minutes. This is the second episode where absolutely nothing happens and could honestly be skipped. You probably wouldn't even notice the difference. I've seen a few people say that they feel the show was written in its entirety and then cut down into individual episodes, and I think this is definitely true, and it shows because each episode isn't written to be an entertaining spectacle. You can just see that it's part of a whole that has been divided up, and as a result, we're getting these filler episodes or these abrupt ends where nothing's actually happened and it's just filling time because some executive at Disney decided they needed 8 episodes out of whatever the material they had. It's just not great. All in all, I'm back down to a 1 out of 10. It's just a waste of your time. The acting is all around poor. Maybe Ezra and Master Squid Games are trying, but the rest may as well be mannequins, and the AI generated dialogue just adds to the miserable viewing experience. The much hyped saber whip scene turns out to be jack shit, just like the Wookiee, and Darth Ezra's only sabers section feels out of place in Star Wars and is super cringe. I would totally skip this episode. It's literally just Reylo fanfiction and a monumental waste of your time. Anyway, whatever. This episode sucked. That is all you get. And as always, fuck Erebus. And fuck this show. Jesus.